Take one. Clap.
Behind every sash, there's a story.
The wins, the near misses,
The looks, the decisions.
and everything you didn't see on the day.
This is Chasing the Sash.
The story behind the sash.
Show you a clip that has smashed our Instagram, our Facebook page, all agreeing with what she's saying. And what we're going to do is show you the clip, and we'd love you to again comment again, and we'll talk about it after this.
That is a really tough question, but I love to sit there and look at all the different elements of the outfits with each woman and each man and what they've come and put together. Is it tough breaking it down and being critical? Absolutely. But I've been given a job to do. I have no friends when I judge. That's it. I could know half a dozen girls up on that stage, but the day that I sit down at this table and they're on that catwalk, I'm not their friend. I'm not their friend. I am their judge. Jury and judge, sorry, but I'm not their friend. After I've done my job, afterwards, yep, we can go back to being friends after the sashing and everything's done. But before that, no, sorry, I'm not your friend.
Dee's been a very good friend for a long time, and I got her to judge. I think she's judged about a dozen times for me. Every time I know that I can put everything into her hands, and I will stick up with her 100%, because it's so true. We have a rule that we don't talk to any competitors before we do a competition, and Dee does it to a T. And she will dismiss people. She does exactly what she just said then. She has no friends. She doesn't talk to people, but she's got a very good eye. She will go around even before they're on stage, and she will be, is the word meticulous?
Meticulous, yes.
Yeah, that she will see the whole outfit before they've even gone on stage. She's amazing.
I mean, it's really, really important that as a judge, you take that as quite a responsibility, because it doesn't matter where you are, whether there's a bloody sports car or there's two bunches of roses that are the main prize. For everyone who's competing, it is important. And it really isn't a big ask to switch off beforehand and just go, look, hi, Mary. No, lovely. Thank you. That's it. You have to leave your friendships behind when you're judging, and then, you'll get some of your friends who'll go, oh, why did you give it to her? I mean, I was wearing this, and, and you go, well, actually, it's great if you've got a couple of other judges, then you can actually blame them. Yeah. But really, it is a case of it's got to be without bias. It really does, because I think that's one of the things that upsets so many girls who do fashions. And if they go, well, so-and-so's judging, well, I'm not going to even bother standing up. Exactly. And that's exactly what we don't want. We actually want everyone to consider fashions on the field as an essential part of the day at the races. Yeah. And it's just, it sort of brings up the races. It makes the races fabulous, as well as those. I know there are horses there sometimes, aren't there?
No, there's more horses than fashions on the field. What I like to say is that the fashions on the field community is really quite small. So it's large but small. Everyone knows each other. So people are well aware of who your friends are. So if you're going to be a judge, you really have to consider either telling your girlfriends if they'd sit out because it's all against you. You don't understand. It's an appearance. Even if you think she's the best person up there, people are going to go, oh, what's the point? They're best friends, And especially, I've seen photos of the winner and the judge traveling together. They're plastering the photos everywhere. So the community, the fashion community, is already knowing that they're coming together. Then they go up and then they compete. But, it's just more than that. It's so many race clubs have so many complaints about that. Oh, who's your judge? There's their friend. Their friend's won again. But it gets to a stage. People are just over it,
Yeah, absolutely. Really, you've got to take your job as a judge quite seriously. And look, it is, half an hour, couple of half hours, all of about an hour in the day. But it's really important that you do switch off your connections with everybody else and treat it as a job for that amount of time. So we do have a responsibility back to
the race club,
to the racing girls.
And the race club,
that's really very, very important.
Yeah, and the race. I'm just going to state one more time: the race club, because if there's a disagreement or uproar, everyone is the first to go back to the poor race clubs, and all they're doing is doing this for you. And if you can't, I'm referring to the judges and to competitors, if you can't be honest and do that right, you're letting everyone down. And those girls on stage have put so much effort, so much time, so much money. They deserve to be seen and they deserve their rightful sash.
It is a case that we love fashions and we can call it a bit of frippery at times, but it's a delicious bit of frippery and we love it all. And generally, I would say most judging is very much like this.
I agree.
We're just calling out some of the ones that can get a little... but more to the point, what Dee said, that's what we mean.
Absolutely. And I love agreeing with you, Neil. It's great when we agree.
Yes, I know. Thank God you're finally understanding that I'm always right.
Welcome to the Hall of Fame,
where the sashes may fade, but the style, it's forever. Hi, everyone. It's Hall of Fame time. Now, we've got the most fabulous lady today, Emma Scudellaro. Now, Emma, if you've explained how to say your name properly, I apologise. But we've got some fabulous shots of you, and that can be almost any time. You're always looking good. You always look special. So, Miss Hall of Famer, let's have a look at you.
Want to say that is one of the most elegant women I have ever seen.
Agreed.
On the track. Everything is flawless. It's beautifully put together. I think those shoes would kill anyone else, but just seems to get away with it. I know, they're killers. Her style is exquisite. I don't even know a word to describe her style.
It's so elegant, but so
elegant.
It's so pared back. So much of what she does, she can be wearing the most outrageous outfit, but it's just so simple and so gorgeous. She's got obviously gorgeous figure, and she's very, very pretty. But even if you're looking at a black and white for Derby Day, bravo, that's a fabulous look. And to be able to stand out when every other bugger is wearing black and white as well.
Exactly.
the simplicity of the trim on the hat, not mine. Must speak to Em about that.
It's definitely a Jill. Like, I know that Em buys a lot of millinery by Jill, and I think their collaboration is incredible. So Neil, hands off. Hands off, she's done. With this look, she actually won Derby Day. She deserves it. It's brilliant. I think a lot of her looks are very Dior inspired, and her outfits are actually Dior, Yves Saint Laurent. She actually wears the real deal. So
yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. If you find a look that works for you, then play with it, because once you've got a silhouette that is just fabulous for you, then sort of take it and twist it. And this is what Em does all the time.
She does.
She often wears this particular silhouette, and it's, as you say, it's a Dior look with that lovely ballerina length. And then to do something as simple as a sort of a singlet top on it, but then to put the long glove with it. You can do tricks like that suddenly make everything just jump.
She always puts something that grabs your eye. And if you look at this outfit, like the simplicity of it, it's just beautiful and elegant and simple. And then she throws that very loud brooch attire onto it in black.
That's not a bloody black swan on there, is it?
I think it is, or a snake that's expanded.
Dear, oh dear, we should have rung her to find out what the hell she's wearing.
Yeah, but, I actually think it's just like this sculptury thing that comes down like
the whole thing just works really nicely.
Beautiful.
And
it's beautiful.
And that's not unusual with the way that she dresses. Whenever I see her, she's very well turned out, very clean, very neat, which allows her face to shine through, but also allows the garments to talk for themselves.
I agree.
That they're I mean, Hall of Famer. I mean,
absolutely.
She's been around the tracks for a good long time, but my goodness, she never looks sort of out of
untidy.
Out of the season.
Never. I just look at her and go, "Oh my God, you're just so beautiful."
Yeah.
And nothing doesn't work. Like, everything matches perfectly together. Her shoes and
that's
her little bags,
and that's just all those years of doing that, of doing fashions. We might at some stage chat with her and get some photographs of a lot of the things that she's done, because she's done a lot and really does have a very, very good eye as far as that's concerned. But that's practice. It's going out there and doing it a few times.
I think we should really give a shout out to It's All About the Sash, because it's really brought a lot of people into the fashion industry, making them have a go at fashions on the field. The information that's always provided on where the fashions are coming up. The judges, rules, it's got everything. So it's a really round thank you to Em for putting so much time and effort into fashions on the field, and then always looking outstanding herself. So bravo.
Yeah, 11 out of 10.
Tonight we have the gorgeous Kyles Delic, all the way from WA. So first off, Kyles, welcome and thank you for being on our show.
Hi everyone, thank you for inviting me.
So Miss Kyles, tell me all about Western Australia and when we should come over. What are the the great racetracks and the great racing times. So tell us all about it.
Look, I think, depending upon what time of the year you come and what races are on, first and foremost, would, be an indicator of what we can do for you. But there is certainly always a wonderful regional or metropolitan race meeting to be held in WA, anywhere between Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Saturday, Sunday. So, you're pretty much not going to miss out.
I was thinking of coming on a Monday, so really that's really bad.
Just that's a fly-in day. All right?
Fly in, rest and get ready.
Build up the champagne level.
Fly in, unpack your wardrobe, work out what you're going to wear. Often there's a lot of judgment about who the judges are, as we know. So, first and foremost, it's nice to be invited and not to be a ring-in. You really need to be fair and firm and not just, vote for your friends and your mates. It takes a lot of courage. So, it's not something, that anyone should take lightly, because there's a lot of work and effort that goes into, as well as a lot of courage that goes into stepping up there. So, you're not there to play with people's emotions and look after your friends and line their bank accounts. So, we have enough nepotism in the world. Whoever is the best dressed is, the winner.
Should be the winner. Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
I love that. Kyles, what are the prizes like over in WA? Because it sounds like the sponsors really get behind fashion on the field in WA.
Look, I think the seasoned travellers certainly know where to put their money. There are also the Sash chasers, who it's not a bad term. It's just I haven't won a Sash there.
That's the way.
And the other thing is, there's just some people that just love to go and compete. They love to go to the races, and that's what they do. Some people go and sit in the members. Some people go to the restaurants. Some people hang out in the bookmakers pavilion. There's a lot of women who really like to go for the fashion and, make it a day out. They're happy to travel. It's whether they're chasing the prize or whether they're just chasing the Sash.
Yeah.
So, there's a bit of everything. You never know who's going to turn up in the country. And sometimes you can have a field of 5 or you can have a field of 25.
So it's a case of bring your A game wherever you're going.
Every time. If you're not prepared, you could be outclassed.
That sounds fun.
I like that.
So a little bit of a temptation to go over to Western Australia.
Come over. I'd
Yes.
love to see you. And, our beautiful fashions ladies, they are always at the track, and you'll always be able to make a friend. And, just come on down. We would love to have much more activity from the Eastern States visitors as far as fashions on the field.
That would
I
be
think
amazing.
that sounds
I think it's great.
totally tempting. And we'll get over there and demand a glass of champagne from you.
Absolutely.
I'll pour it for you.
Now, it's time to spill the tea.
The moments, the calls, and everything lighting up the group chats.
From the controversies to the themes, tracks and prizes. I think we're across it, or we think we are. So we're up to spilling the tea, and as usual, I've got it all over the tablecloth, so don't worry about that. That's normal.
I'll just get mine in the mouth.
Oh, waste of... Anyway, today, what we want to talk about is that weirdness of us being fashions on the field people. That in life, we really don't like being judged. You get really, your nose gets right out of joint if you're judged. However, come racetrack and fashions on the field, excuse me, look at me. That's absolutely it. And, I only do it a few times a year, especially when I go down to Melbourne. But it's a case of, my God, I can't wear that hat. No, I've got to have a completely different outfit. And it's like, but you've worn it twice. It's like, don't care. It's got to, someone might photograph me. Well, actually, they probably won't. But, it is that lovely thing that it's a contradiction, isn't it, Sharon?
Total contradiction on life, because most people will do anything to not be talked about, not to be seen too much, not to be too out there, try to be part of the crowd, not draw too much attention to yourself.
Yeah.
And then you go to the racetrack with Fashions on the Field. And it's like, get out of my way, don't cross me over, give me my space. Everyone's getting on that stage and, don't stand too close to me. And especially when they're lining up, because you'll see a lot of the girls, they'll look at what they wear and they go, I better not stand next to her, we might clash. And they rearrange how they're going to go on stage.
It is funny watching that. Oh, it is so
isn't that funny? But they're smart because you don't want to clash. And being judged. And then you go, one of our people who we've spoken to, Kate, she's a shy person. She gets on stage, it's like, don't stand near me. I've got my purse happening. It's just hilarious. It's a total different person, and it's just like this.
Well, my niece, for a while there, she works on a farm, so she runs. She's involved with the family farm, but she had a job off-site at one stage, and she does Fashions on the Field, and usually competes well and sometimes wins, and lovely. You know what her job used to be?
No.
Driving a bulldozer. So she's driving the bulldozer and telling the boys what to do to get out of the way.
Yeah.
And then she gets up onto stage, and here's this glamorous girl with the legs crossed perfectly and looking gorgeous.
Isn't it amazing? It's like a whole new personality comes out.
It's true.
But we encourage that. It is something really unusual, isn't it? You normally no one wants to be judged or be seen or be different. And then Fashions on the Field is certainly something different.
It's really fab. And I mean, unlike you and I, who basically, came out of the bassinet going, hello, where's the light? Look at me. I am making an assumption about you, but definitely not about me.
I guess so. What we're really trying to say is that Fashions on the Field becomes addictive.
That's all from us this week. We hope you loved it, sharing the passion for fashion, and we can't wait to see more.
And that's all from us this week. We've spilled the tea, celebrated the looks, and we love being part of this community.